Right, it's another day, another job. To be honest, I'm not feeling very good, and I'm hoping, as with often is the case, doing a bit of jobs out and about, plumbing works, you know, the usual on the farm here. That will help to improve matters. I'll tell you about what happens with me with my stroke, post-stroke symptoms. One of the things I get a lot is I get really hot in my head. Hot. Although Joe says I don't feel hot to touch, but I feel myself really hot. Now I've got that at the minute. When I get that, I often get tingling. Now tingling is a frightening thing because I had a lot of tingles before I actually had my proper stroke, and it kind of makes me worried. But I get a lot of tingling. Yeah, the tingling, and then it's headaches, dizziness, and really do feel unwell. I sort of get sudden shivers, sudden boiling hot, and then I have to run to the toilet and all these things. Feel like I'm going to throw up. It gets quite frightening at times, and when I start having these symptoms, I want to try and get rid of them as best I can, and that's one of the things I found is when I do stuff on the farm, they usually disappear for a while at least. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm taking down some pipe work here. We're going to be taking down those 2 tanks and taking them to Na Dong Gai. The water tower's basically done its bit, this water tower, the irrigation water tower. So take down those pipe work here, redo the pipe work that goes all the way up in there, and fix this one which I broke the other day, which I've temporarily fixed, but it needs a proper fix, so there's plenty to do. As you can see, I've got pipe everywhere, but the pipes going up and down there are pretty much gone. Obviously the pipe that's on the tank, that side, the tanks I should say, still there, and the pipes on this side are still there. I opened the valves here to try and drain any water out. We weren't too happy about the state of the water tower, so we stopped using it because we were worried about the thing collapsing. Now 2,000 litre tanks, 2,000 litres of water, all of you will know apart from Americans, weighs 2,000 kilograms. 2,000 kilograms is a lot of weight, and as you can see, some serious structural damage starting to take shape here. As I've mentioned before, our water is either very salty or slightly salty, and that salt, not only has it damaged plants, which is why we pump it into the pool to dilute it out, it also rusts metal. We've got a lot of things in the house where we originally used water from the pump that I had to change taps and everything. Before we had water coming in and there was no rain in the rainy season, we had to pump up water to the house, and it caused the same sort of damage, corroded taps and all sorts. So yeah, it's I think the metalwork on this has done its bit. The tanks will be recycled, as I say, and taken to Na Dong Gai, and all will be good. But I'm getting on here, so let's see. Right, I've been doing more fountain work. The dead fish situation is not good. We had lost such a lot of fish, large ones. Look at these. They are. There's another large one there. There's a lot over there where I'm pumping at the minute, where I've got the fountain working, and it stinks of rotten fish, unfortunately. I think we need to stop using chicken shit. That's the long and the short of it. Joe does insist on using it, and it does tend to happen the same thing year after year, so it's sad. but at the same time we've got too many fish anyway, so it's probably a blessing in disguise. But anyway, that's how it is. I finished this fountainy thing over here. Which was coming up from the other well. I finished the pipework there, although it drips a little bit. It was very hard to get the two 90 degrees on there, so one of them was dripping a bit, so I might have a look at trying to re-glue that one. And I've cut loose the pipes on both sides now, and we're just waiting for somebody to be able to come and help us out, take down these two blue tanks. Anyway, that's what's going on so far. I was a bit concerned, it's very windy and a neighbour is burning, although at least the wind's blowing away from us just about. Okay, it's getting on. Sun's about going down. It's 5 o'clock, but the sun will be down in an hour. But I just come with Joe to just brought the buffaloes out quite a way back behind our farm, sort of halfway between us and the other lane that goes kind of parallel to the road. Anyway, he's brought the buffaloes up for a couple of hours grazing out here now. And Joe's picked fresh grass, gives the baby likes. Right, we're in Global House for a change. Joe's looking at tomatoes and other things. Ini ada. Kasih. Bang nana. Man, what man? Long bean, red ones. That's one thing anyway. Looking at tree saws now. Right, we didn't find really what we wanted in Global House. We're only looking really for alternative places because we know what they've got in Duham. We were there the other day. So we're going to have a look in Thai Wat-Sadu and see what to do. Just been in the market there. I didn't get very far in the Thai Wat-Sadu or the Global House, so on our way back to the farm now, but I just popped in the market to get something for tonight and tomorrow night. Actually, I bought chicken and pork. I'm just going to go in 7-Eleven now. Okay, those of you who've watched me for a while may well have noticed in our bathroom and out here in the main part of the house, black mold developing, pretty bad. Unfortunately, the house gets very hot because of the tin roof. The ventilation is pretty poor, and I never got my I have a pump, no, not a pump, a fan, an extractor fan, which I wanted wiring in and it never got installed, and it's a bit of a job to do that now, although it could be done. It's one that has a 4-inch outlet duct that to connect to a ventilation system. Well, obviously it would be a ventilation system on its own. I could buy another one if it worked and have two, one in here and one in the bathroom, but it was mainly for the bathroom. Anyway, I've decided I'm going to try and do something about this mould. So I've set about, this is the first area that I've basically attempted. It's very difficult because I can just about reach it standing on the floor, but it's a bit too high, and I'm not good on ladders and things, and I can't find anything decent that just gets me up a little bit more so that I don't need to be stepping up and down. So I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'm happy with the fact that it seems to be that I can wash most of this stuff off. I'm just using Magic Clean, which people in Thailand will recognise. It smells nice. It's floor cleaner really, but and see how I get on. So yeah, that's today's exciting job that I've decided to take on. Alright, well, I've been at it for a bit, and definitely an improvement. Let's turn off this light a minute and see if it looks, you can see any, but it's hard to see. But for some reason it looks a bit grey though. I think it might be in the shadow, but it's definitely an improvement on over there. It was very much more blacker in this corner, but yeah, I don't know how much I will get done today because it's hard going for me, but I'm pleased anyway that I've got round to doing this. Well, we've had some pretty cold weather, and even cool in the daytime, not strikingly hot as normal, but last night was a lot less cold, and today it's really hot, really sunny, and I think it's going to be about 34, they said on my weather forecast app later. So yeah, it's a hot one, alright, but I like it. Oh, we had a very wet morning and was woken up by the rain, and fortunately it pooled on the tarpaulin here, the temporary tarpaulin for the dogs, which caused it to fall down. So I'll have to do some running repairs there, but all's good. We're waiting for my brother-in-law to come, and he's busy building his house at the minute, but he's going to help us do a proper dogs shelter out here, planned. At the minute it's just the old tank thing now there, which is falling apart. This trailer which Lotus likes to sleep under and jump on and whatever, and the tarpaulin, so it's a bit of a mess, but it works. But soon we shall have a proper one, and with some proper roofing, corrugated sheeting and whatever. Anyway, the rain has stopped. It's now rather humid. Oh, it's not stopped actually. It's still lightly raining, but it's as good as stopped. It's not heavy like it was, but it's rather humid now. It's getting warm, so we're going to get on with some jobs here. I trying to get my steps in. I now managed to go a full week, 7 days, with breaking my targets. That's good. Down here clearing the buffalo shed, a thick bed, making a bed for them so they can shit all over it. But yeah, it's home sweet home for the buffaloes. I come to the post office. I've got to send 2 documents to Sweden, but they're too little to bother to be sending UPS, so try the post. I'm back from the post office. I did a few errands, but it was raining, and it was just like quick errands, in and out here, in and out there. Post office was a bit slower, but it was pretty quick as well. Posted my stuff off to Sweden. Went from there to see my visa agent. Went from there to buy some dog food. Went from there to buy some me food. Well, no, tell a lie. I went to buy some. It is our food, but then we went from there to eat and had some lunch, and then we came back. And all the time it was sort of raining and whatever. Now it's not raining. It's a bit muggy, and so. But I'm out trying to keep up my my streak for steps. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, exercising a bit.